Good evening. My name's Dr. Craig Clark, and I'm Executive Director of the Allegany County Industrial Development Agency in connection with the project, which is the subject of this public hearing held at 7 o'clock on February 13th, 2025, in the town of Rushford for Allegany CSG 2 LLC. Today, I'm holding a public hearing to allow citizens to make a comment for the record relating to this project. The proposed project consists of the following: the acquisition of an interest in a portion of approximately 234.98 acre of land located 9345 County Road 23, tax map 63.1-8.263.1.9 in the town of Rushford, Allegany County, New York. The construction of the land of approximately 3.3 megawatt AC solar energy generating facility, including panels, racking, inverters, electrical cables, grid interconnections, site preparation, access roads, and any other required improvements. And the acquisition and installation thereof of related fixtures, machinery, equipment, and other tangible personal property. All the foregoing to constitute a solar energy generating facility to be owned and operated by the company, and the granting of certain financial assistance with respect to the following include potential exemptions from certain sales and use taxes, real property taxes, and real estate transfer taxes, and mortgage recording taxes. The lease or sale of the project facility of the company as such other person or may be designated by the company and agreed upon by the agency. I intend to provide general information on the agency's general authority and public purpose to provide assistance to this proposed project. I'll then open the comment period to receive comments from all present who wish to comment on either the proposed project or the financial assistance contemplated by the agency. Before discussing the general information and opening the hearing for public comments, I would like to first describe some details regarding the financial assistance. The estimated tax exemptions will be $29,000 in property tax exemptions annually. The provisions of Chapter 1030 of Laws 1969 of New York, constituting Title I of Article 18A of the General Municipal Law, Chapter 24 of the Consolidated Laws of the New York is amended, and Chapter 99 of the 1973 Laws of the State of New York as amended, as Section 906A of said General Municipal Law, authorize the agency to promote, develop, encourage, and assist in the acquiring, constructing, reconstructing, improving, maintaining equipment, and furnishing of manufacturing and warehouse, research, commercial, and industrial facilities among them. Pursuant to Section 859A of the General Municipal Law of the State of New York, prior to the agency providing any financial assistance of more than $100,000 to any project, the agency must, among other things, must hold a public hearing pursuant to Section 859A. After consideration of the application received from the company, the members of the agency adopted a resolution on January 20th, 2025, authorizing the executive director of the agency to conduct this public hearing with respect to the proposed project. The executive director of the agency caused the notice of this public hearing to be mailed on January 31, 2025 to the chief executive officers of Allegany County, town of Rushford, and the Cuba Rushford Central School District, and published on January 31st, 2025 in the Olean Times Herald, a newspaper of general circulation to the residents of town of Rushford. In addition, the executive director of the agency caused the notice of this public hearing to be posted on January 31st, 2025 on the agency's website and also on the public bulletin board and website for the town of Rushford. Copies of the notice of the public hearing are available on the table. Now, unless there's any objection, I'm going to suggest waiving the full reading of this public hearing, which is basically what I just read. The comments received today at this public hearing will be presented to the members of the agency at a prior to the meeting, which maybe members of the agency will consider whether to approve the undertaking of this project. The notice of this public hearing indicated that written comments should be addressed to myself, executive director of the agency. No written comments have been received to the public hearing. Since there is a representative of the company, is there anything you'd like to discuss tonight?
No, I mean, I'm just here for questions. I mean, everybody, has an idea what the project is, where it's located, the size, and things like that. And we're just here to answer any questions.
Okay.
If you need that.
Well, thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
I'll now open this public hearing for public comment at 7:05. And boy, the operators, if you wish to have a public comment, please raise your hand and I'll call on you. And you'll get obviously adequate time to ask any questions. We will keep the public hearing open for a minimum of 15 minutes. So unless there are any questions, we'll close at 7:15. Yes.
Can you explain where in the process in regards to public hearings we are? Are there 1, 2, 3 scheduled? I know that.
This is the only public hearing we have. It's only for the financial assistance.
Okay, and then.
So the other public hearings the town has had for the actual construction of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then whatever happens, the IDA takes the comments, meets with the boards and makes a decision.
Yeah, well, we would make our board meeting, it's the second Thursday of the month. So it'd be
Can I just go through a whole slew of quick questions?
one at a time.
Yep.
And hopefully
Yeah,
one of us can answer them, yes.
And should anybody else need?
This is Henry, actually. He's on the show.
Hi, good evening. Sorry I'm a few minutes late.
Well,
Between the snow from Buffalo and the plow trucks. Took a little longer than I expected.
I came the same direction. That was not pretty.
We did a couple of donuts on the way here from Cuba. Anyway, so are you saying that in the public hearing and what you read, the inducement package basically includes a property tax exemption of $29,000 and that's it?
Well, what we do on all our solar projects, there's no, the land still pays full property taxes. The actual exemption is only on the equipment that's put on the property. And there's a pilot because of that, so they end up paying for a reduced amount for that, yes. And then there's also a host agreement that the town has.
And am I able to ask Dennis a question?
Yeah.
All right. Where I know that it lists the actual parcel, but like in for us Rush 40 and where is that?
Road 23 to Orchard Road.
Yep.
You know, the one's right there on the left.
Okay.
Turn left on Orchard Road, go to East Centerville Road. There's one on the right.
Okay. Gotcha.
Going on East Centerville Road.
Looks like it's kind of adding to it's kind of adding more to that same area, right?
Yeah.
Same landowner.
Same parcel, yeah.
And that's because there's good access to send that into the infrastructure.
Yeah, that substation is now full, but yes.
All right. The last question I think I have is, actually I have 2 more. Is this strictly in Rushford? It doesn't involve any other township, right?
No, otherwise we'd have to host another hearing.
Gotcha. And then is there what they call a host community agreement? And
There will be.
There will be.
Yeah, we will not act on our pilot until that's signed with the
Okay.
town.
I haven't seen it yet. So.
And who's crafting that?
Yeah, I have a call with Seth Pullen tomorrow,
There we go.
Okay.
who's the town attorney.
Can you in just draft form tell me a little bit? Does that include Cuba Rusher Central School District? Does that include as a resident? Does it include Rushford town taxes?
It's in the town of Rushford.
It isn't. Okay.
So it'd be a Cuba School District and the town of Rushford.
In the town of Rushford. Okay. But that it does include the school district.
Well,
Yeah.
let me make 2 points. One,
Yeah.
due respect to Mr. Supervisor and Dr. Clark,
Right.
a public hearing is really a time to come and make a statement. It's
Right.
not a Q&A session. But
Sure.
since you're the only person here, just for your benefit, there's 2 concepts here. There's the IDA pilot, and the IDA will hopefully grant a pilot after we go through all of the processes, and then there's going to be a piece for the taxing jurisdiction. We'll get a slice of the pie. The host community agreement is a separate thing
Right.
entirely.
And that's with the town only.
That's for the town only, and that's something that Mr. Pullen and I, who's the town attorney, will discuss tomorrow. I've had many projects with Mr. Pullen over the years, so I expect it'll be a smooth discussion. We'll understand the town's perspective about the host agreement, and then I'll take it back to New Energy, and there'll be dialogue and negotiations. But to Dr. Clark's point, that'll be sort of a prerequisite of sorts before we can finalize the idea.
So if I could make a statement, considering that Cuba Rusher is conformed of 13 townships, and on the northern part of the district, I tried to give very good representation since they forgot us in the merger. I would ask if you would consider also keeping in mind that the host agreement that touches Centerville, Kennedy, Rushford, and all of them up on the northern side of the district. We pay 47% of the taxes, by the way, on the northern part, not just Cuba. If you would just make sure that the host agreement does consider the children in our area.
The pilot agreement is split to the Cuba Rushford Schools District, the town, and the county based upon their taxes.
Yeah.
So basically, everyone gets their fair share of the pilot.
Yeah, that's great. Not all host agreements or not all are like that.
Yeah.
Like the one in Cattaraugus is not split that way. That's leaving us out. So that's why I thought it'd be good to come and make a statement.
Sure, and are
to my
you with
neighbor.
the school district?
Yeah, I'm for the Cuba Rusher
I
School
understand.
District.
Okay.
Super-
That's why I'm just clarifying.
Now.
I thought you were, but I'm just clarifying it. We've talked before, yes.
Yeah.
Right,
So
yeah.
anyway, yeah. And I'm a resident here as well, and he's my neighbor, and so.
It's a good
thank you.
school district.
If you
Yeah,
could
no,
you could keep that in consideration. Sometimes outside agencies forget about us, so thank you. I think that's the only statement that I have. I appreciate being here.
Yeah, like was mentioned, usually we don't always answer all the questions, but since there's no one else here to make statements, and if there are any other statements, we try to work with the public on these. You know how that goes. Just like with you do.
Absolutely. I think that's a great comment for maybe the city, not
Yeah.
us out here.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate all
No,
the work
that's-
that you do. Thank you for the invitation too.
We want everybody to be informed. That's the question. There's
Yeah,
less
absolutely.
there's less issues if people know what the problem, what's going on.
That's okay. I was just thinking we're stuck behind each other. Go, baby.
So if there are no further comments, I'll now close the public hearing at 7:15 for this session. The next public hearing will be at 7:30.
No, our new superintendent is doing a pretty good